What's up here is Will Reacts. Just having just another NBA video. I'm just going to be talking about uh, my top five teams I think that can win like the NBA title next year, y'all. And at five, I'm gonna put Denver, the Denver Nuggets. People be sleeping on the Denver Nuggets, and since the Warriors are not like a thing anymore, I mean they're still a thing, but they're not the top dogs anymore because KD left. I put the Denver Nuggets at my number five because they got far last year and it was their first year in the playoffs, and I feel like they could get even farther next year because Nikola Jokic is a beast, and people be forgetting that, and their roster is real deep, and they've been adding a few more pieces in the off season, so I feel like they could get to the finals this year and maybe win. My number four team is the Bucks. I put the Bucks there because actually no. Let me change that. I'm gonna put Golden State there. At number four, I'm gonna put Golden State because they're still they still able to win a championship. They still got Klay Thompson and Steph and Draymond. They bench is really trash. That's why I was thinking of not putting them. I was thinking of putting them not even in this list, but I'm gonna put them in this list, even though their bench is really trash. But I'm gonna still put them in the list. Okay, they can fix it. They got D'Lo too. They might trade him. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they just run all three of them. D'Lo at the two, Klay Thompson at the three. But I don't know how they're gonna do it. I just know that the Warriors are still a contender because they still won a title. And if D'Lo stays there and he could win a ring, that'd be cool too because he's like one of my favorite younger players. Yeah, but they're still a title contender even though KD left. My number three is the Bucks. I think the Bucks could still get to the finals and win because the East is really weak this year. Okay, the East is still weak. Period. Their only competition really is the Philly. But Philly ain't showed that they could make it far in the playoffs yet. They've lost 2 years in a row in both back-to-back second rounds. Joel Embiid can't stay healthy. Ben Simmons can't shoot. You know. So I don't really think they'll get that far. Now, their other competition in the East, Kemba Walker and the Celtics, I don't think that they could beat the Bucks. And Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat, I don't think they could beat the Bucks. The Nets could beat the Bucks if they had KD. They can't. I don't think the Nets would be able to beat the Bucks with just Kyrie because we seen what happened to Kyrie last year. Okay, we just seen he ain't had his best year. Even though he's on a team that he wants to be on now, he still got outperformed by Giannis and just got dominated by the Bucks team. So, and him by himself on another team, I don't think he could win you that. He needs KD. So, yeah. And my hold on, what number I'm at again? What number I'm at? Oh yeah, I'm at number two. My number two team is the Lakers because they got AD, they got Boogie, they got LeBron, and they made their roster kind of deep. Even though that Kawhi tricked them in free agency and made them wait all that time just to tell him that he was going to the Clippers. I think that they could still get to the finals and win a title because LeBron's still good, even though he had an off year. AD's still good. Boogie could come back even better. You never know. He could come back and average like 18 for them because he averaged 16 on the Warriors, but he got injured a couple times in the playoffs, but he still played pretty good for them. They got Rondo still, they got Kuzma still, they got JaVale. They brought like most of their roster back, so I think they could still make a run. Because they got a lot of veterans, they got playoff experience, and they could probably make a run to the finals. My number one is the Clippers because they just got they just got Kawhi and Paul George, two-way players that had career highs in the season. Like this has been their career high in both of them. This is the most points Kawhi averaged and Paul George. And Paul George was in the MVP race before he got his shoulder injury and everything. And Kawhi just won a title, so they could make it. They could win the title next year. The Clippers, even though I feel like they're not gonna win it because of the Clippers curse because the Clippers curse is a real thing, y'all. The Clippers curse is a real thing. But I still think they could at the same time, and they can break that curse because the Clippers curse is a real thing. The Clippers always get cursed in some way, and they always lose in the time that they shouldn't lose. But yeah, and their whole team is full of defenders. They got Patrick Beverly. another defender. Like they're gonna be a real good defensive team just because they got some of the best defenders in the NBA on their team, and they got shooting. They got Lou Will off the bench that could drop 20, 30, 40, 50 points. He's done it before. And then they got what's his name off the bench too, the center. Uh I can't remember his name at the moment, but he has the dreads. I know his name, I just can't remember his name. But he come off, he can drop 20 points, 10 rebounds. Like their team is deep too. And Jerry West did a thing. He finessed the Lakers, but he finessed them. The Lakers could have got a better bench squad if they knew Kawhi wasn't coming. But hey, they should have just did that anyways. But they wanted to wait on them, and look what happened. But the Lakers still made a good team for even getting finessed. They still made a pretty good team for getting by, even though they got tricked basically. Yeah, but yeah, it's a that's my top five teams to win the title next year. You could show me your top five in the comments if you want to or anything. But yeah, subscribe for more, comment, like. I'll be back with more content. I'm out.